Hi everyone, it's Gina from Gina K Designs and welcome back to another 5-minute card video. Today I'm going to show you a quick and easy card using patterned paper and ephemera along with a little bit of stamping. I'm going to be using our new Watercolor Floral Pattern Paper Pack and I'm going to be using our Watercolor Floral Ephemera Pack. Ephemera is pre-designed pieces that are colored and already cut out that can be used for card projects, scrapbooks, art journals, and planners. And right now, these two items are available in the Watercolor Spring Card Kit, but they will eventually be available a la carte. Now, the Watercolor Spring Card Kit did sell out, but we are taking people on the wait list because we are going to do another reissue before we release all of the items a la carte. So what I've done here is I've cut out a bunch of different things using dies and my paper cutter, and then I've chosen a few pieces from the ephemera pack. So we'll put those aside. Now what I did was I cut a double-stitched circle from the Gina K Designs double-stitched circles dies. I cut a single-stitched one, and those two layer together perfectly to create that nice little shadow layer. Then I cut one of these flags from Master Layouts 4 and the shadow layer, and again, those two layer together perfectly to create that shadow layer. I also cut a 2" by 4 3/4" strip of the Watercolor Floral Pattern paper. And after I cut a strip out, I actually used the Master Layouts 2 die set to just cut the stitching into the top and the bottom, and that made it the perfect length. So I cut it at 2 inches, but I made sure that it was longer. So then when I laid my die on top and cut it out, the little stitches were added to the design. I also cut another strip that measures 2 1/8" by 4 3/4". So it measures the same top and bottom, but it gives you that little shadow layer on the side. Then I cut a white panel and a black panel using the Master Layouts 2 die set, and I cut an innocent pink card base. This piece measures 4 1/4 by 11 inches. I scored it at 5 1/2, and I folded it. Now, for the 5-minute card video today, I will add all the measurements for these pieces so you're able to cut them yourself. You will need dies or punches, something like that, in order to cut out shapes like these. Okay, so this is a very quick and easy card, and I want to show you how easy it is to use the pattern paper and the ephemera. So I'm going to layer these two panels together. This is my 3 1/2" by 4 3/4" white panel and my 3 5/8" by 4 7/8" black panel, cut with the Master Layouts 2 die set. Then I'm going to layer these two panels together. And remember, these are going to be even top and bottom, but they're going to have that nice little border down the side, which I just love. Okay. Now this panel is just going to create a little strip going down the side of my card like that. So I'm going to take my tape that up, and then I'm going to find a spot where I want it, making sure I leave a little bit of that edge showing, and then put that into place like that. Let me pick this up so I can see it just a little bit better to make sure that it's on there straight. And that looks pretty good. Okay, so now my next step is to place this whole panel onto my innocent pink card base. And this just makes such a beautiful backdrop. Now, you could stop here and you could stamp a floral image and color it yourself on an oval or on a circle, and you could just use the pattern paper as an accent. But if you want a super quick and easy card, it's the perfect time to use the ephemera. So I have a stamp all set up here on my MISTI. Let me just clean that up a little bit there. Okay. Now the stamp set that I'm using is the So Many Sentiments, and that is also from the Watercolor Spring Card Kit. I'm going to put just a tiny little bit of tape on the back of this flag, and I'm going to tape it up in the corner. Now I've already pre-positioned the stamp, so I know it's going to stamp in the right spot. And I'm going to use some Gina K Designs Black Onyx ink. So I'm going to ink that up, and I'm probably going to ink it up twice because I don't want to put a lot of pressure on it. It's a delicate design, so just a little bit of pressure. And then by doing a second layer, I can just get the whole image a little bit darker. And again, just doing a very light rub there. Okay, now I'm going to pull this up and get my MISTI out of the way. Then I'm going to take my black flag and I'm going to adhere this white flag onto the black flag. Okay, so I just want to see where that is so that it looks nice and even. It looks good. And then this whole panel is going to go down here at the bottom of my card in the center. So I'm going to tape that up. And I'm going to put that down here, and I'm eyeballing side to side here. I'm not worrying about the pattern paper, almost like it doesn't exist. So this can go right into the center. Okay, so now my next step is going to be to adhere this circle, the double stitched circle, to the single stitched circle. I'm going to adhere those two together. Let's see here. There we go. And then I'm going to tape the whole thing on the back here, and I'm going to adhere it onto this flag. Now I'm going to dip down just a little bit onto the flag and pop that circle into place. There we go. Okay. Now it's time to lay out the ephemera. So I'm going to put a piece here, just kind of cascading off the circle. And then I'm going to have these two leaves back to back right up here near the top. And then I'm going to add these two flowers, one down here, and I'm going to pop one up right there. So I'm going to tape down the greenery and leafery first. I want that to be tape down, and I don't do all down here because that's going to kind of hang off, but I do want to get it taped nicely underneath that flower onto the white circle. And then it's just going to kind of be loose there. You could put a foam square there if you wanted it to be more secure, but it's really not going to go anywhere. And now I'm going to add these two leaves. Kind of going to overlap them first so I can see how I want them. I want them a little bit overlapped like that. And then I just want them to kind of come up here like that. Then this flower I'm going to tape down onto my card. And this flower I'm going to pop up. So I'm going to use one of the Gina K Designs foam squares right in the center there. And then I'm just going to peel off the liner. And I'm turning this one into a different position since they are the same flower. And then I can go back and shuffle this greenery around just a little bit to make it appear as though it's coming out from under that flower. And that's it. Quick and easy, my finished card. These are so easy to mass produce. You can make tons of these and use them for gift sets. They're just so simple. Change up the greetings to make it a sympathy card, a wedding card, a birthday card, or anything else that you like. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's card project, and I hope you'll give this a try. Stay tuned to my channel for more 5-minute card videos and more Stamp and Chat lives. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you again real soon.